Hi, everybody. Ahead for us this half hour, a record number of people have been visiting New York State Parks. We have these new numbers and how Niagara Falls State Park is one of the highlights. Plus, will the IRS file your taxes for you if you don't do it yourself? We have a verified answer to that common question coming up. And it may be more convenient to buy those at-home teeth straightening kits, but buyer beware. It could lead to some serious issues down the road. We have the warning from health professionals coming up. And good Tuesday evening to you, everybody. We're going to start with some positive news for New York State and specifically our state park system. In 2021, the parks welcomed a record-setting number of visitors. Added up, and we learned today that it is 78.4 million visitors to be exact. Governor Kathy Hochul made the announcement this afternoon, noting that the total was up by almost 500,000 compared to the year before. Angela Birdie is with the State Parks Niagara region. She told Two on Your Side today that she credits this big increase with a lot of people simply wanting to get out of their own homes.
Over the past 2 years, I think people are pretty sick of their four walls and are looking for safe ways to get out and just explore somewhere different. And the state parks across the state, all the way from Manhattan to Niagara Falls, have been the beneficiaries of those, of people looking for things to do. And we're grateful because I think sometimes people lose track of the fact that we've got these wonderful assets in our own backyards. And so the fact that they're finding us again is, very gratifying.
Well, this many people coming into the region is a big opportunity, but with the increase, it didn't cause the parks to face too many challenges. The staff was kept doing kind of what they'd been doing.
Yeah, and with the variant still around, we still have an obligation to keep all of our patrons safe. So you're still sort of with the challenge of making sure people can have safe space. We at Niagara Falls specifically, we've got elevators that we have to make sure people are comfortable in, and just still executing all the things we've come to sort of live with over the past 2 years.
And the state park leading the way into those record numbers was right in our backyard, Niagara Falls State Park. That single park saw more than 9 million visitors last year. And joining us live to talk about that right now is John Percy, President and CEO of Destination Niagara USA. John, it's great to have you back on. We knew immediately today when we saw this that we wanted to talk to you. And if you zero in on 9 million people visiting the state park there in the Falls, it was a huge increase from 2020. How does that benefit the whole region when you're getting that type of draw right here in our area?
Michael, good to be with you. It benefits greatly. It's wonderful to see that we bounce back a lot quicker than many destinations across the United States. And I think it's because of the pluses of having a lot of that outdoor product in the wonderful state park here at Niagara Falls State Park that surrounds such a wonderful and natural world wonder. So to see those numbers really equates to what we saw in our hotel numbers. Many of our hotels, Michael, were 5 to 40% over 2019 numbers in their actual revenue. Maybe not in occupancy and the number of people that stayed there, but the rates were up and the amount of money they spent in our hotels far exceeded, again, 5 to 40% over 2019 numbers. And that was huge. And we didn't expect that till 2023 or maybe even 2024. So to receive that in 21 it really has been astonishing and really exciting to see the numbers that we have seen.
Yeah, what a pleasant surprise, no doubt. We've covered the mayor there in the Falls and the tourism report. I know back in October, we heard him talk about exploring the option of putting in a larger event center to try to, kind of build on, I think, what we're talking about here. You've got millions of people coming to the Falls, and how do you take advantage of that even more? Kind of where does that stand, and where do you see this kind of bigger picture moving forward?
Well, I think any development we support, any kind of additional development, additional products that we could have, especially I know the mayor's presenting that event center or some type of event campus, allows us to extend that season and be a full year-round destination. And I know the mayor presented at our board of directors this morning the concept, and we are reviewing that so that next month we can, give our vote of support from our board of directors. And I know he's going around trying to gain as much community support to move that project forward. Again, we're pro-development. I think any destination marketer like myself, very much in pro-development, because the more products, the more we can get people to stay longer and spend more money in the destination.
I have a final question for you about the falls, but before we move on from the parks, just so our viewers know, for our entire region, our state parks from 2020 to 2021 saw a 43% increase, so very well across the whole region. In addition to the Niagara Falls State Park, you also had Joseph Davis State Park with a near 200% increase and Woodlawn almost a 100% increase. So a lot of good news all around. But I want to ask you as well, our partners at Buffalo Business First posted an article earlier today saying the aquarium of Niagara is looking to expand next door to its current location where the Niagara Gorge Discovery Center was. This is really one of the areas that I think a lot of people think you could see that big increase in tourism, certainly a huge bonus from an economic standpoint. How has that helped out businesses and other attractions in that part of the falls?
Well, more people, Michael, always equates to more dollars. And I think over the years, we have pre-COVID, we saw a 66% increase in tourism spending for the 8 years leading up to COVID. Even 9 years, we saw a gradual increase. Now tourists spend over $750 million in Niagara County alone, where at one time it was like $450 million when we really started tracking those numbers. So huge increases. And again, that equates to more development. That's why we've had development on the hotel side, on the restaurant side with the aquarium, in their proposed project. All that just equates to better development and just an overall better strategy for future development and increased attractions, increased activities to do, and hopefully more restaurants, more shopping. All of that comes when you see that increase in spending and the increase of number of bodies that are here that want that additional product and are yearning for that additional product.
Yeah, so many people coming to the state park there in the falls is such an opportunity. What do you think, John? We hit 10 million visitors. We're just a million away, maybe a few years from now. If we keep at the current pace, 2 years from now.
I would love that. I think once we open up these borders, the international borders, the international visitation, we miss the international. We love our domestic customers, but the international visitor, it does have a tendency to stay a little bit longer and spend a little bit more, and sometimes upwards of 3 times more. So we love our international visitation. When we have upwards of 85 to 90 countries visiting this destination, their dollars are important to us, and we welcome those back. But our domestic customers have truly kept us afloat in this last couple of years, and we thank them very much that we have seen people from all over this country come and take in Niagara Falls in 21 and in 20.
John Percy, President and CEO of Destination Niagara USA. Great to have you on, John. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Michael.